2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
The Brooklyn Nets coming into the building and looking sharp, and they hope to. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They just got to make the adjustments.
So the Nets starting five. We've got Irving. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden, and it's Harris in at the 3 spot. And for Milwaukee, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the small forward. Some veterans on these teams, Clark. What are you looking for and how that will impact the game?
Well, I think both of these teams have a really solid roster. And I love the blend of experience and youth. When you have NBA experience on the floor, there's just a level of play that you see at the defensive end that makes it enjoyable for me. So I think that's what we'll see tonight. Experienced pros getting after it.
Brooklyn with the ball. Here's Irving. They grab their own miss. Here's Jordan, tipped away. About a minute played so far here in the first. Giannis with it. Now the dish to Holiday. Back to Giannis. Right block shot. And he tries off the glass, but it's no good. And it's Harden with the ball for the Nets. And he blocked it and deflects off the backboard. And it's Irving missing.
They are 0 for the game thus far. 0 of 4 here, still looking for their first make.
And the foul on Joe Harris. That is his first foul of the game. First quarter, about a minute and a half in. Holiday. And the layup's good off the glass.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Now, here is Harden. Down low, Jordan. And it's Jordan with the jam.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. Holiday looking over the floor. And it's Lopez at the elbow. 16 feet away. He doesn't hit that one. And Brooklyn will come the other way. And here's Harris from the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
You know, this is where Harris is most dangerous, one of the very best from behind the arc. His eyes light up when he gets these long-distance chances.
Now here is Holiday. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo.
Few better than Giannis completing the play. Incredible strength plus excellent agility.
And some changes here for the Bucks. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Durant's checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. The shot's good from Irving.
I think he's the most creative finisher in the league. Irving's so good at finding holes in the defense.
Well, you can be the judge of if it's fair or not, but Kyrie Irving has earned himself the reputation of being moody, to say the least.
Yeah, and you know, sometimes that sword cuts both ways. Sometimes it's the player, sometimes it's the media, and the media's perception. It's a combination of the two. Clearly, Kyrie can sometimes go off on tangents and come from left field in interviews. I mean, he's not the only player, present or past, that's been guilty of that. One thing you can't deny, though, is this guy loves the game. And it's a matter of continuing to mature and grow as a leader. So I say give him more time, and he'll refine himself in that area.
Missed inside.
That's not the type of opportunity he fails to convert very often.
Pass to Giannis. It's stolen by Green. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. KD leading the charge. Green passes to Claxton. Now the feed to KD. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Giannis throws it down.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
Irving kicks to Durant. Inside, Claxton. And he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam.
Really piling on the lead with a dunk like that.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. The drive by Giannis. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Boy, the overwhelming strength of Giannis just excels at fighting his way through the defense. Very impressive.
With 1 on the clock. And so the first quarter is in the books. Nets lead by 4. And regarding the mental aspect of the game, Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Definitely the game has slowed down a lot for me.
Well, Greg, that might be why they put up so many points. They all know the roles, have got the right recipe for everything they want to do on offense.
Yeah, his awareness plus unselfishness puts defenders in a no-win situation.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Nets, what do you guys think?
Well, they used the fast break to generate some easy buckets before the defense could get set.
And, you know, for them guys, it's all about tempo. Keep the pressure on and do so as much as possible.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. Landry Shamet is out there with Brown. And it's Durant. And it's Green. And it's Claxton in at the center position. Now here is Holiday. Outside Portis. Shot clock at 5. Over Claxton. Offensive rebound.
And, you know, that's the hustle and nose for the ball that P.J. Tucker possesses. You've got to get a body on him.
Shamet the pass to Claxton. Left side, KD. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Now here is Holiday. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Whatever the defense gives, that's what he takes. A sign of a skilled offensive player.
Here's Shamet. No points in the game yet for him. To the middle. Here's Claxton. Outside, Green. Here's Claxton. Brown outside. It's rebounded by Portis. Bucks trail by 4. Outside Holiday. To the inside. Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Portis has got his first 2 points. Teams have dynasties. The 90s, Michael Jordan. We've seen it over the many decades. Over the next decade, though, who do you think is going to lead the pack there?
Ooh, that's a great question. You know, with the way Father Time is treating LeBron, you might have to wait and see because he is still playing at such a high level. But, you know, obviously Giannis has got to be on the short list with the Bucks. For me, I really look at Luka in Dallas. I just feel like with Kristaps Porzingis, that duo could just be deadly with how the game is played. But don't sleep on the Celtics with Tatum and Brown and that group that they have with the front office they have. Man, I think the league overall is going to be in great shape moving forward.
It sure seems that way. And the Bucks with possession here, following the bucket by the Nets. Pass to Connaughton. Feeds to Forbes. Ring shot on the way. Outside Holiday. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling the shot clock violation. And the Bucks with some changes. Lopez comes in for P.J. Tucker. And it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Bryn Forbes. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here's Harden. And the jam by Harden.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
Outside Holiday. The pass to Lopez. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stats here for Brooklyn?
Tell you what, guys, they're showing us a lot of energy early on and racking up those fast break points.
And also, they're jumping on a lot of turnovers, making sure they turn them into points at the other end.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. Giannis comes in for Bobby Portis, and Middleton subbed in for Pat Connaughton. And here we go. Brooklyn fast break. And the slam by Blake Griffin.
Boy, the timing of Griffin really superb in these situations. He has a great sense for when to leave the floor on these alley-oop jams.
Now here's Giannis. He's got 7. Outside Holiday. Back to Antetokounmpo. Trying to get open is Lopez. Got that one, and the Nets lead has been cut down now to just 5 on the basket from Antetokounmpo.
You know, Antetokounmpo, for all of his skills and talent, he's a worker. This guy likes to grind and takes a lot of pride in outworking people on the board.
Oh, he just punches that one down with a fury.
And he rubs it in a little deeper with the hanging finish.
Guys, they're not backing off at all, are they?
Holiday dishes to Antetokounmpo. On the wing, Holiday. Up again. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. And a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge standing by courtside. David. Thanks for the great interview, David. And we'll be back for the third quarter of basketball following halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. I'm Ernie. Brooklyn found themselves in a close game in the first. The largest lead they had was 6 in the opening period. And that does it for our halftime show. We now take you back to Kevin Harlan for the start of the third period.
And we've got third quarter of basketball for you. 2 quarters in the books. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And Milwaukee, looking at who they've got, Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
I tell you, we're taking a look at some real deficiencies defensively. I mean, they've given up 5 straight good looks in the paint.
Now here is Holiday. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Irving with a clean look. And he can't extend the lead to double digits. Bucks trail by 9. Here's Antetokounmpo. Good work there as it goes. Antetokounmpo's got 11 points.
That's why you got to push Giannis Antetokounmpo out of the paint. I mean, he's too long, too skilled, and very confident from this area. You got to get him out of there.
And it's in there. Harden's got the lead up to 9 now for Brooklyn.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Well, constantly finding lanes to the basket, getting great looks inside.
And the jam by Antetokounmpo.
And when the Greek Freak takes flight, I mean, he's looking to tear that rim apart. So ferocious in his throwdown.
Now here's Irving. And Harris wide open. He shoots. Yes, and it's Irving picking up the assist. Irving's got 3 assists now in this one. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Stolen by Harden. And here comes Harris leading the fast break. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Here's Giannis. And another one in the scoring column for him. He's 7 of 10 from the field.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
And here's Harden. He's got 6. Lobs it up for Jordan. And stolen by DiVincenzo. Oh, and here we go. Antetokounmpo. Nobody back. And the dunk by Giannis.
And, you know, this is why people are so high on Antetokounmpo. I mean, he's a ferocious player, great competitive spirit, tremendous work ethic, and highly skilled. He wants to dominate.
Now, here's Irving. Back to Jordan. The Nets working the ball around now. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Milwaukee. Pat Connaughton comes in for Drew Holiday. And a change for the Nets. Brown's checked in. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Now here's DiVincenzo. He's still scoreless so far in this one. And it's out of bounds. They say it was last touched by DiVincenzo.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
Portis, he's checked in for Brook Lopez. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. KD's checked in for Harris. And it's Johnson in for James Harden. Johnson, a wide open look from outside off the mark.
You know what, though? Sometimes you can be too open. I think it may have surprised him, and that's why he missed.
Portis with it. Picked up by Brown. Passes it to Connaughton. Pocket 6. And taken away by Johnson. In transition. Here come the Nets. Here's Claxton. And he drops in the layup off the glass. And the Nets lead by 8. Here's DiVincenzo. He kicks it to Middleton. There's a minute left here in the third quarter. Pass to Connaughton, and Brown over to help. And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. Here's Tucker, back to Connaughton. Pass to Portis, and he drops it in from the low post. Portis has got his second basket.
And that field goal percentage climbing now above 50%. They look like a different team here in the second half.
Now here's Johnson. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. The drive by KD.
Nice handles, tight handles, fluid handles, right into his shooting motion. Durant able to do everything on the offensive end.
DiVincenzo with it. 20 seconds left in the third. It's deflected. Durant deciding where to go with it. Shot from 16. And that one hits back iron.
You can't look at the result of that shot. They'll take that whenever they get it.
Well, you know, I hear you. That's a good look. But when you're that wide open, I think you got to knock it down.
And so it's the Brooklyn Nets in the driver's seat, up 8 points at the end of the quarter. They're pounding the ball inside, and that's where they've gotten their best production tonight. Back right after this. And how about a look now at our assist of the game? Brought to you by State Farm.
And he sliced the D wide open with his feed. They had no chance to prevent that basket.
Yeah, that's just a brilliant read of the defense. I mean, it was also excellent anticipation of the movement of his teammates before the pass. Just great harmony on all sides.
And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. Setting the floor for the Nets. Brown out there with Landry Shamet. And it's Green, and it's Durant, and it's Claxton in at the 5, roaming the paint. Good on both. Now Shamet. There's the pass to KD. That one, no good. Now the Bucks take it the other way. Now the Bucks moving it up. T kicks to Connaughton. Portis against Durant. Outside Portis. 5 on the clock. To the paint. Here's Tucker. Another shot with 1 on the clock. Portis can't get it to go.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Throws it up high.
And I don't care what his size is. You cannot forget to box him out. He's just got a nose for the ball, and he is fearless in attacking the glass.
Teague the pass to Nora. Left side Portis. Uses the glass to finish the layup.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count.
Here's KD, and it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Nets lead by 8.
No doubt about the consistency when it comes to scoring the basketball for him tonight. A real nice lift for their offense.
We're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter in this one. Connaughton kicks to T. It's picked off. In transition, here come the Nets. Green leading the charge. Pass to Shamet. Takes a 3. Good, and it's Green picking up the assist. And now an 11-point Nets lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for Brooklyn.
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
Yeah, but they've also done a great job of playing in space, getting out in transition every opportunity.
Brown outside. Pass to Durant. High post shot. And good. We got the English that time as it falls. Greg is a broadcaster. Who have been some of your favorite personalities to cover?
Man, that's a great question. You know, most of the stars, I'm a big fan of Durant and Steph and LeBron and those guys. Chris Paul's another one that's a favorite. So many other guys, you know, there's so much more personality and so much more confidence these guys have working in front of the camera. I think that just makes for a better experience.
Somebody asked me the other day, who was my favorite? You know who I said?
Who was that?
Greg Anthony.
Oh, you're just saying that because it's true.
And every small guy should have this shot. Teague loves the float. Nearly unguardable shot when he gets it up that quick.
A platoon swap here for Milwaukee. 1:25 left here in the 4th quarter. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Jordan. And the Nets lead by 13.
You know, big guys like Jordan who can facilitate are really valuable. Spots the open man and gets it right to him.
Antetokounmpo finds DiVincenzo. And out of bounds as the Nets gain possession. Nets leading by 13.
And these are the types of games where one team clearly has the edge. Tonight, it will be a win by a large margin for the Nets.
They really had it going, guys. Their offense propelled them.
In this case, it was the higher shooting percentage that made the difference and earned them the W.
And one of the league's top talents, game in and game out. And doing it here again in this one. A terrific night for Kevin Durant.
Tell you what, this guy worked his behind off on both ends of the floor. He was really an intimidating presence out there.
Irving against DiVincenzo. The offensive rebound. Outside Griffin. But they get it back. Irving passes to Griffin. Over Giannis. Griffin's shot is off.
Yeah, but the hand in the face, it's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
And good that time.
And you can appreciate the fight now, but it isn't how they came into the game.
Yeah, you know, I agree with you. They waited too long to finally ramp themselves up.
And here's Harris from the arc. The rebound by the Bucks. And now the fast break. Middleton with the ball. Good, and the assist goes to Giannis.
You've really got to tag Middleton in transition so you have a chance to get in front of him. You know, his speed and athleticism, a lot to deal with if you aren't concentrating on getting back.
And so it's Brooklyn with the win. They came in here, and David, thank you as always. And that'll wrap it up, folks. The Trailblazers focused as they walk into the locker room.
Well, guys, I'm very...
He's certainly come a long way, D.A. Thanks. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Missing a valued contributor, that can be a challenge. We'll see how they answer the bell.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 spot. And for the Trailblazers, pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Powell. And it's Nurkic in at the 5, roaming the paint. Now, Giannis. After the missed 3 from Damian Lillard. Middleton finds Holiday. Back to Middleton. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Middleton's got the first points up on the board here for the Bucks. Lillard with it. Pass to Nurkic. Dishes to Powell. Back to Nurkic. Pass to Lillard. Shot clock at 6. From the top of the key. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And so Antetokounmpo will bring it up for Milwaukee.
Well, you look at the career that Dame Lillard has had so far. Taken 6th in the 2012 draft out of Weber State, a small school, but this guy became a franchise player immediately for the Blazers.
And they pick up 2.
He's using all that size in the paint. Lopez, he's always excelled when he capitalizes in this area of the court.
McCollum against DiVincenzo. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers. And thinking of Lillard, the numbers over his career are incredible.
And Lillard found his strength as a shooter, and boy, did he exploit it. He's been averaging 20 points per game almost his entire career, and he's kept adding to his game as one of the elite players in our league. Yeah, trying to get going here, but that's an offer for the first 5 here to start the game.
Covington against Holiday. On the wing, DiVincenzo. Antetokounmpo finds Lopez. Lillard with the rebound.
Oh, he did everything right there except hit the shot.
Here's Powell. It doesn't go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. And here in the first, approaching 3 minutes played, here's DiVincenzo. And Covington sends it back. Inside, here's McCollum. Lays it up and banks it in.
You can't forget about McCollum from there, proving once again that he's not just a jump shooter.
Outside, Antetokounmpo. Outside, Holiday. Kicks to Lopez. On the corner. Milwaukee, no good that time either. Portland trailing here. Cullen passes to Pop. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Chris Middleton. That's his first foul. Now, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions, to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point. Here's Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
Well, I'll tell you what, he's going to buy himself a ticket to the bench. If he keeps shooting it like that, he has been putrid here this quarter.
And, Kevin, lots of standing around and watching by the defense that time.
And he makes them pay, doesn't he, Greg, with that emphatic slam.
The defense was way too soft. Somebody get out there and get tough. Such incredible hops for a center. Look, it allows him to hold his own against any other 5 in the league.
Forbes the pass to Portis. Now here's Tucker. And there's the pass to Connaughton. In the corner, Middleton with it. Tries again. Rebound by the Trailblazers. About 3 seconds between shot and game clock. A pull-up. It's rebounded by Portis. For Milwaukee, they've gotten 3 of 8 shots to fall for them here in the first quarter. No good from Connaughton. And now Jones running the floor all by himself. McCollum, no good. Here's Tucker. And the last shot at the buzzer doesn't go in for him. At the end of one, a closely contested game so far. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far on the scoreboard. When you consider how the Bucks are doing, what do you guys think?
Well, when you control the glass, you control the second chance opportunities on both ends.
They've been quicker to the ball, showing great anticipation and terrific hustle.
And a moment now to reset the lineups, courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up for the second quarter of basketball. On the court right now for the Trailblazers, Derek Jones is out there with Anthony. Then there's C.J. McCollum. Then it's Enes Kanter. And it's Simons in at the point guard. Now here's Anthony after the miss from Bobby Portis. From outside the arc, the rebound by Middleton. Milwaukee in the lead.
Now, you know, Anthony's getting more floor time last season. He worked his way into the Blazers rotation. He's still young, though. It seems like he can carve a role out on this team.
Norman Powell's checked in for the Trailblazers. And then for Milwaukee, Giannis, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Dante DiVincenzo comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Holiday in for Bryn Forbes.
And Simon's a bit undersized at that two-guard position. Only 6'3", but a natural 2 with playmaking ability.
Ultimately, this team wants him to be a scoring threat off the bench. I mean, have him come in firing from outside. He's got a lot of work to get to that point. And he's got to do a better job making the D pay for their mistakes.
And it's Simons missing.
That works just like they drew it up until the part where he short arms the blade.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Doesn't get it to drop for him. Good D by Jones. Trailblazers trail by 5. Here's Anthony. He can't get that one to fall. So Milwaukee will take it the other way. Passes to Connaughton. Now here's DiVincenzo. D right on him. Antetokounmpo inside. He's covered by Kanter. And here we go with Anthony running it up the court. Pass to Simons. Back to Anthony. He kicks it to Powell. Pass to Jones. Shot from 12. And too long on the shot.
For a player who's almost a sure thing to score in tight, that was a stunner.
And Holiday throws it down.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Here's Simons after Drew Holiday's score. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Here's Powell. That's in there. Anthony with the assist.
Oh, don't forget about this fella for a second. He is the definition of dangerous.
Outside Holiday. The dish to Antetokounmpo. Two free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. That one's on Anthony. Wait, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There's no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation or one of the best, and I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys.
Yes,
They're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
Here's Holiday after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. The pass to Tucker. Down low, Connaughton. That one drops, and he's now 2 for 5.
I mean, he's got a lot of smarts on the court, but Tucker doesn't need to think too much on that assist. He was wide open.
Kanter finds Lillard, fires the 3. It's hauled in by Giannis. Giannis has got his 4th rebound in this one.
And they're controlling the boards, Kevin. That's +5 in that category.
Passes it to Connaughton. Here's Tucker. And a great assist by Antetokounmpo as that one goes in. And now it's a 9-point Milwaukee lead. Here's Lillard, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
Lillard is capable of getting up to slam it home. You better keep him out of the paint.
The Bucks have gotten a little under 50% of their second quarter shots to find the mark. 4 of 9 all told. And Anthony gets it to go. And now it's only a 5-point Bucks lead.
And that's how you do it, guys. Ball pressure and then get some runouts.
6-second difference between the shot and game clock. Holiday looking for an opening. Feeds to Tucker. Can't cash in from close range. And here's the fast break. Foul for 3. Picked off in midair. And here we go. Holiday heading to the hoop. Finished off the break. Holiday's got 4 this quarter.
He's an explosive, athletic guard. And I tell you, the coaching staff must love watching Holiday in the open court.
And so it's Milwaukee heading to the... All right, Dave, thank you. And time now for the halftime break with the third quarter soon to follow.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
A competitive matchup for Milwaukee in the first quarter. At the end of the period, they were up by 2. And that'll do it.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. And so it's Teague with it. He'll bring it up for the Bucks.
And last season, Lillard doing more playmaking than prior years, a career high in assists for him.
Well, we all know that Dame can score whenever he wants to. But this team is better when he's setting others up. Lillard knows that. I expect him to continue to spread the ball around.
And on the floor for Mike Budenholzer starting the second half. They've got Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with Antetokounmpo. And there's Teague. And it's Forbes in at the shooting guard position. And here is Teague following the three-pointer by C.J. McCollum. Nurkic with the double team. Portis, the pass to Middleton. Just 5 to shoot. Stolen by McCollum. Oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit.
Right.
That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Sometimes it's impossible to contain Nurkic. At his height and weight, he's great at finishing through contact.
And if you're just joining us, we played over a minute here in the third. Teague drives in, and there it is for him. Teague's got his first points of the game.
It's a great move, and he catches the defense completely off guard.
You'd like to see a little more energy coming out of halftime on the defensive end.
Now here's Hollis Jefferson. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him. Lillard against Teague. Here's McCollum. And he buries that one, drilling the rim on the way down.
Rock solid start for him. I mean, they're 3 for 3 since coming out of the locker room.
Teague dishes to Middleton. It's a floater, and he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And really, from second-round pick to All-Star, Middleton's story, inspirational. Yet even now, it feels like some people continue to sleep on it.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Norman Powell comes in for Hollis Jefferson, and it's Simons in for Damian Lillard. Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Lopez, he's checked in for Bobby Portis. Giannis comes in for Antetokounmpo. Dante DiVincenzo, he's checked in for Bryn Forbes. And it's Holiday in for Jeff Teague. Now here's McCollum. 7 points in the game for 3. Rebound, Milwaukee. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Well, that's their first miss after hitting 3 in a row to start the half. I mean, I guess it had to happen sometime.
That's a stomach punch, guys. Turn it over and give him a free run to the bucket.
Oh, you're so right. No question who has the momentum now.
Oh, exactly right. Momentum-shifting plays like that can change the tone of a game.
And the turnover again by Milwaukee. A touch over 2.5 minutes of basketball played here in the third quarter. Simons, the pass to McCollum. Kicks to Nurkic. Pass to Simons. 6 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's Covington. And they're unable to get the tying basket there.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. Beautiful reverse jam right there.
Use the rim to protect the ball, I think. Now here's Powell. It's Solomon to Kumbo. Oh, and here comes Holiday all alone. Finished off the break. Holiday's got 6.
They lost their edge on D here in the second half. I mean, far too passive. They're not dictating the pace anymore.
Antetokounmpo against Powell. Lopez with the steal. Giannis drives in. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Watch out. Antetokounmpo might be soft-spoken, but he's got a mean streak when it comes to attacking the hoop.
Now here's McCollum. He's got 7. There's Nurkic putting it right back in. He has 6.
Oh, smooth. Guys, very good job getting himself in close enough that he could just tip it back in.
Well said. Those kind of plays in the offensive glass can tell the story sometimes, can't they? Powell against Holiday. Over in the corner, Antetokounmpo. A floater. Yes, and it's Holiday with the assist that time. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. McCollum against DiVincenzo. McCollum deciding where to go with it. Pass to Simons. Back to McCollum. 5 to shoot. Count that bucket.
He had to battle through some tough shooting problems in the first half. I mean, give him credit. It's been much easier for him in the second.
Now here is Holiday. He's guarded closer. Back to Giannis. And that would have counted, but his shot was off the mark this time. And so it's the Milwaukee Bucks. Well, this has been a great contest so far, and I imagine the fourth quarter could have even more action in store for us. Trailblazers trail by 6. We've got Damian Lillard, Andre Hollis Jefferson out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony, and it's Jones in at the 2-guard spot. That's the group on the floor for Portland. Kanter kicks to Hollis Jefferson. Just 5 on the clock. Shot from free throw range, and the Trailblazers getting another bucket right there.
Such a smart play. Lillard willing to take the jumper from the mid-range.
The pass to Forbes. And here's Giannis. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass. 10 points for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
You can see the D just a little slow getting to the bucket. I mean, he'll make you pay for that.
And Lillard kicks to Kanter. Jones dishes to Lillard. tries from 16. Oh, and that one had the right spin on it, and it is good.
And they've really gotten on track here in the second half. After that shaky start, the field goal percentage steadily climbing. They couldn't make anything in that first break.
Now here's Giannis. The jump hook. Portland grabs the miss. Cantor's got his 6th rebound on the night. Lillard surveying the D. He dishes it to Cantor. Antetokounmpo against Jones. Lillard, right side, passes it to Cantor. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard. Lillard's got 4 assists in the game.
Embracing physical contact on the way up. Cantor seems to enjoy scoring right on the defense.
Antetokounmpo passes to Teague. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Teague is just so elusive on the court that he'll catch you leaning and force you to pick up a foul.
For the Trailblazers, Norman Powell's checked in for Hollis Jefferson. Collin comes in for Derek Jones. And it's Simons in for Damian Lillard.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
Now here's McCollum. The feed now to Cantor. A shot by Anthony. Nobody around. Off target from outside. Bucks leading by 4. Lopez passes to Antetokounmpo. Back to Lopez. Teague finds Lopez. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's foul number 2 for him. For those just joining us, 4th quarter here. We're just over 2.5 minutes into it. And it's Antetokounmpo penetrating. Comes up empty down low. The Trailblazers have gone 3 of 4 in field goal attempts since getting things started here in the 4th.
Gotta like how calm McCollum is. Even in big parts of the game, you can depend on him to step his game up.
Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. They throw good. McCollum.
As confident as it gets at the line. He wants to be up there in the tight ball game.
And here's Holiday, who will bring it up for Milwaukee. The kick out to Antetokounmpo. And the rebound by Nurkic. For Portland, they've gone an outstanding 4 of 5 from the field in the 4th quarter so far. In the corner, Powell with it. Portland no good that time either. For Milwaukee, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the 3rd quarter. DiVincenzo passes to Antetokounmpo. That's in for his 5th make of the night. Now shooting at a 50% clip, 5 for 10.
And I really marvel at the touch of Antetokounmpo for his size and physique. That's incredible.
Now here's McCollum. Pass to Nurkic. Kicks it out to McCollum. Shot clock at 6. Portland again missing. Bucks leading by 3. And we have an intentional foul there, GA. Wish I could say why.
That one's pretty strange. I mean, no idea what got into his head right there.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Trying to get open is Lopez. A putback and staying with the play, Middleton.
And this is why he gets paid the big bucks. Middleton enjoys coming through in the clutch.
Lillard against Holiday. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. There's 37 seconds left in the 4th quarter. Outside Holiday. On the wing, Giannis. He's guarded by McCollum. Bangs home the trifecta. And now it's an 8-point Bucks lead.
And I tell you, Antetokounmpo's evolved into one of the better passing forwards in our league. And when the defense is focused on you that much, you need to be able to find the open man. He missed that one, but I've seen him drill shots from that distance in warm-ups.
Yeah, and I have too, which is why they're okay with it. I'm sure if he gets that kind of look again, he's going to let it fly again.
And so the Bucks take the win. Thank you, David. Great interview once again. And that'll do it. But traffic in New York City making its way. And David Aldridge is...
Kevin, thanks.
He stays working and stays true. David, thank you. Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. The high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Jones, and it's Nurkic in at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Nets, Kyrie Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's Griffin, then there's Harris, and it's Jordan in at center. Back to Harden. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. And it's Jordan, that time on the assist by Harden. And Doris, tonight, 2 experienced teams will be battling.
Well, what you come to expect with experienced rosters are excellent defensive rotations, game plan discipline. These guys know how to play the game, so let's see how this plays out.
And the basket by McCollum.
Nice touch there from McCollum. Looking comfortable and confident from that range.
Irving against McCollum. Now, here is Irving. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Rebound by Nurkic.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Jones looking for an opening. Lillard outside. Back to Jones. Lillard against Harris. Here's Covington. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good.
You know, often we think of Dame as a scorer first, but they're reminding us of his great ability to pass the rock.
Now here's Irving. Harden outside. On the wing, Harris. Outside Irving. Basket is good. The assist from Harris.
We so often identify Joe Harris as strictly a shooter, but this guy, he is a tremendous passer as well.
Lillard finds Nurkic. McCollum outside. And the shot is long.
I'm sure he's kicking himself. He hates to blow that kind of opportunity.
And DeAndre Jordan, not the same impact center he once was, but he's done a great job of acting as a leader for this team.
Well, you think about DeAndre Jordan's career, Greg, and over the course of time, he's played a number of different roles. What you like about what he did this past season is, even though in a changing role, he still tried to make an impact. That's called being a teammate.
The natural offensive talent of Lillard gives him incredible flexibility, and boy, he can strike at any time.
Harden scanning the floor. And it's Harden shutting it down.
And this is how a floor leader makes a statement. Harden just put the other team on notice.
Lillard, the pass to Jones. McCollum outside. On the wing, Jones, guarded by Harris. Here's McCollum. Nurkic trying to get open, and the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got his second bucket of the game to go.
And give McCollum credit. It's big for his confidence when he's able to muscle these shots in.
Harden against Lillard. Harden the pass to Jordan. Nurkic with the block. Lillard with it. Outside, Jones. McCollum outside. On the wing, Jones, guarded by Harris. And a wide open look for McCollum. Connects from three-point range. McCollum's got 7. Nets have gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Harden the pass to Irving. From 11 feet away, and the jumper is good.
The evolution of Kyrie Irving's game continues. Magnificent with the jumper.
And here's McCollum. He has 7. He dishes it to Jones. Back to McCollum for the 3. And again, it's the Trailblazers from deep.
And he's starting to show that killer instinct this quarter, looking to extend the lead.
On the wing, Harris. Pass to Jordan. On the wing, Irving. 16 seconds left to play in the first. Out to Harris. The Nets need to get a shot off here. And Jones sends it back. And they'll keep possession. That one goes in. And here are the Trailblazers now. Lillard looking around. And he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Before the game, we talked with Damian Lillard. He had this to say when asked.
I know that when the main guy usually decides.
I think he's willing to bear the brunt, and he's also looking out for others.
Great leadership. His teammates seem to rally around that, and it's why every team he's on is a difficult out.
And this has been a fairly close game through the first quarter, and we'll see what happens here in the second. And taking a look at the Trailblazers' performance, what do you think they're doing or not doing?
I love their effort, contesting shots, trying to intimidate here early on.
Well, as a shooter, when the ball is sent back in your direction enough times, it can certainly have an impact on your mind.
On the floor for Portland, we've got Anthony. Also, Enes Kanter out there. Cohen is out there with Powell. And it's Simons in at the 1. Landry Shamet's checked in for James Harden. Giles checked in for the Trailblazers.
Just focusing on the task at hand, that's all you can do.
Boy, the tide is running one way and then shifts back in the other direction. I've lost count of how many lead changes we've had here tonight.
Now here's Powell. To the inside. 6 to shoot. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game. Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
Here's Brown. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. They get the rebound. Anthony against KD. Over Anthony. KD can't get it to go. Portland leading. Anthony nowhere around. Up again. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
I love that Kanter will pursue rebounds out of his area. This guy's such a powerful player who's willing to exert his will.
Now here's Brown. Durant in the corner. And he gets the basket. Officials blowing the... And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video reviews showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review. And with Kevin Durant recovering from the Achilles injury, glad we get to see one of the all-time greats back in action.
No doubt, Greg. And KD is trying to navigate his way through one of the most difficult injuries a basketball player can face. But we know unequivocally this man will go down as one of the elite scorers in NBA history. That combination of size and shooting is truly something to behold.
Here is Durant after the made shot from Carmelo Anthony. Can't hit the step-back jump shot. To the middle, Shamet with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Brown kicks to Shamet. The kick out to Brown. And the pass to Claxton. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Misses from close range. And here's Anthony from the arc. They get it back. Pass to Powell. Here's Simons. Goes back up. Here's Giles. Clock is at 3. And it's Simons missing. Claxton the pass to Brown. Trying to go for an alley-oop, but excellent defense and anticipation there to stop it. Passes it to Cantor. Over KD. Second chance shot. Cantor's shot is off.
Boy, in that close, he's almost automatic. Boy, that's pretty good defense. Wow.
Right side Durant. Top of the key. Rebound by the Trailblazers. Cantor's got 6 rebounds in the game. 30 seconds left now here in the second. Outside Anthony. That one dropped for his second bucket. Mark him 2 for 4.
Boy, Melo's so crafty with that floater. So hard to guard.
KD against Anthony. Right side, Kevin Durant. Great positioning on the putback. Claxton's got his second basket of the game.
What an effort to get the tip in. Just wanting it a little bit more.
Just 4 seconds left in the first half of basketball. Simons, and the last second attempt does not go in for him. And that's it for the first half of that. Okay, David, much appreciated. And now time for halftime. So we'll be back in just...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Trailblazers was fairly even. They didn't get more than a one possession. And
as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. C.J. McCollum really making a difference here.
He's done a fantastic job of finding open space to operate within the first few quarters.
One of the things every player is after is efficiency at the offensive end. And boy, this young guy has done just that.
Our second half of basketball, and presented by Gatorade. Let's see who's all fueled up and on the floor to start the third. Setting the floor for the Nets. Joe Harris is out there with Griffin. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Jordan in its center, locking down the middle. Here's Lillard. James Harden picking up that last basket. Covington kicks to Lillard. McCollum feeling it out a bit. 5 to shoot. That one is good. He's only missed 1 shot of his 6 taken on the floor. Well, it seems like every year, Greg, we see some incredible new players come to the NBA, and they are welcome with open arms. Their style of play is so terrific.
No doubt about it. You know, guys like Ja Morant, I think he's got a chance to be one of the greats. And any list about the future of the NBA has to include Luka Doncic. I don't know if there's a better basketball talent than that young man. And, you know, let's not forget about Devin Booker out in Phoenix as well. A terrific, terrific player.
3 terrific kids, you're right. Griffin with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Nets. Irving's got the ball for the lead. A second chance effort. There's the 3. Harden, no good.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
Lillard with no one around. No good from outside.
He couldn't believe how open he was. He just couldn't convert it.
Harden dishes to Griffin. Harden the pass to Griffin. Good. It's Harden with the assist that time. And the Nets lead by 1.
Yeah, how about the strength and focus there of Griffin? Absorbs the hit and still finishes.
Here's Lillard. And that's collected by DeAndre Jordan. Jordan's got his 4th rebound in this one. And Harris wide open. He shoots. No good on the 3. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for Portland.
And you look at Robert Covington, first team all defense in 2018, the kind of versatile stopper that every team in the league could use.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Lillard, and the shot goes in. And Covington may be not a star, but he's a winning player. We've seen that.
And the perfect example of that 3-and-D role player. Can guard 4 or 5 positions and can definitely sling it from outside.
Harden can't hit.
Boy, 9 times out of 10, that's going in. I'm sure he surprised himself with the miss.
McCollum kicks to Nurkic. And some nice ball movement here by the Trailblazers. And Griffin sends it back. They get it back. McCollum passes to Covington. Shoots over Griffin. And there's the shot clock violation. Couldn't get the shot off in time.
And you can tolerate gaps like that sometimes. But in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile 1 block we just saw on replay.
Close games can boil down to who makes plays on defense. And that is one heck of a rejection right there.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots. But this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Brown fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
The Nets shooting their first free throw of the game.
And they were 75% from the line a season ago.
Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
The speed of Carmelo Anthony can catch you off guard. You know, you don't expect it from a player his size.
Outside, Green. Left side, Durant. Pass to Shamet. Anthony against Durant. Fires from 18. He clangs that one off the back iron, and down it falls. Durant's got the lead up to 5 now for the Nets. Here's Simons. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. And looks like the illegal pick was set. Yep, that's right. That'll get their attention.
Yeah, I mean, everything was going great till they just seemed to forget how to take care of the basketball.
26 seconds left to play in the third. And KD, here we go.
KD is a force of nature. Sensational dunk at the rim.
Here's Simons. He's covered by Brown. Simons, the pass to Cantor. Here's Simons. It's Powell on the wing. And the 3 off target. And so it's Brooklyn heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've got... And let's take this opportunity now to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And definitely deserving of the prize tonight. How about the read he made here? Looking like a point guard, putting the pass right on the money.
He's got the size to survey over the top of the defense and find the open man. That was beautiful.
Fourth quarter of action is upon us. Thanks, as always, for joining us. On the court for the Trailblazers, they've got McCollum, Robert Covington out there with Enes Kanter. Then it's Anthony, and it's Powell in a 2-guard. On up the court, and Griffin sends it back. And the foul on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. So for the Nets, Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Griffin. Landry Shamet comes in for Harris. And it's Brown in for Irving. Portland also making some changes. Giles comes in for Robert Covington. And it's Simons in for C.J. McCollum. Here's Durant. And Kanter pulls it down. Kanter's got 9 rebounds now tonight. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. Durant with it. Kanter covers. And KD throws it down.
Absolutely no mercy right now from Kevin Durant in transition. Those long strides, that's an easy bucket.
Simons surveying the D. They blow the whistle just as he gets it off. That's 2 points with a chance for another one at the stripe.
Yeah, he earned that one. I mean, taking the hit and still able to get that one to go down.
An almost entirely new group here for Portland. Robert Covington's checked in for Giles. Jones comes in for Anthony. McCollum's checked in for Norman Powell. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Round the pass to KD. Clock at 6. In the corner. Shamet with it. The pass to Green. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And the Trailblazers making a change here as well. Yusuf Nurkic. He's checked in for Cantor. Outside, Jones. Down low. Nurkic dishes to Covington. With the fadeaway. Goes back up. Hits. Count that one from Nurkic.
And gotta like what they've been doing down low in the post.
Nets leading by 4. Jordan high post. Trying to get open is Irving. Jordan with the bucket.
You can see why DeAndre Jordan, for his career, over 65% field goal shooting. So close, so easy.
Lillard attacking. Feeds it to Covington. Fires for 3. Lillard misses.
And I'll tell you, they're going to need more from this guy if they're going to cut into this deficit.
Harden finds Harris. And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
Well, you can be a second-round selection and still make it in the NBA. Joe Harris, because of his commitment to work, has carved out a nice career for himself. This guy is a lights-out three-point shooter.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what Terry Stotts went over with his team. His concern was both their inconsistency and their amount of three-point shots. He said, let's move the ball for good shots. If you have an open 3, take it. Otherwise, let's attack the rim and put some pressure on these guys. Kevin?
Covington. No good on the shot. Great D that time from Griffin. And it's Harris with the ball for the Nets. The shot's good from Irving.
Boy, it's rare for a point guard to do as much damage on the interior as Kyrie Irving. You've got to guard him in there.
Lillard against Harris. Stolen by Harden. And he commits the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Harden bounce pass. Nurkic with the steal.
You know, anticipation is a huge part of defense, and he played it perfectly right there.
I mean, call him a combo guard, 2, whatever. McCollum is a scorer first and foremost, and when he puts it on the deck, young fella is going to the hoop.
Harden the pass to Jordan. Back to Harden. The Nets working the ball around now. Irving against McCollum. A shot by Harden. Wide open. Good, and the assist goes to Irving. Harden's got the lead up to 11 now for the Nets. For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Three-pointer, Lillard. That one doesn't drop. And it's the Nets taking it the other way. Stolen by McCollum. And they will get the basket here, folks, as they rule goaltender.
That's a very close call. I'm sure he thinks it's a clean block, but looks like it was on the way down.
Durant's checked in for the Nets. And a switch here also for Portland. Enes Kanter's checked in for Robert Covington. To the inside, Nurkic with the steal. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it, the fast break chance. And it's slammed in by Jones.
Offensively, McCollum sees the floor well. Not surprised to see him spot the open teammate.
It's Durant on the wing. And good, he nails it. And the Nets lead by 9.
Finishing strong. This is how you want to close things out.
No question. They've got hot at exactly the right time. Clutch play on a team level.
No excuse giving Lillard that kind of positioning. That's just too easy.
Serving against McCollum. Here's Harden on the wing. Outside Durant. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. Good on the first, and that stretches their lead to 8.
I think Kevin Durant has proven he's all about winning. He's going to do whatever it takes. This guy is a gamer. He can meet the biggest moments, and he's willing to grind. I just love watching this guy go.
Lillard from outside drains it from beyond the arc.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
Harden the pass to Durant. The three gets it to go from beyond the arc.
And an eye for an eye. Both teams working to stretch the floor.
Well, that three-point shot just gives you so much room to operate on the offensive end.
Harden outside. Fires from deep. Off the mark. And so it's Brooklyn with the win. All right, David, thank you. And that about wraps it up for Greg.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
And the starting lineups have concluded. So just sit. Hi, everyone. We're coming to you live on GA.
Hey, Kevin.
Terrific. David, thanks. And they'll have some minutes to make up for with an injury in their roster.
They're missing a quality player. Injuries a big part of the game. They've just got to make the adjustments.
Here are the starters for Milwaukee. Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Holiday out there with Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Lopez in at the 5 down low. And for Brooklyn, Irving is out there with Harden. Then there's DeAndre Jordan. Then there's Harris. And it's Griffin in at the 4-man position. Plenty of experience, Greg, on the floor tonight. How does that shape what we're about to see, do you think?
You know, Kevin, this is one of those games where guys are going to be smart out on the floor. They're going to be in the right positions to make plays. And honestly, this could come down to who makes the bigger, tougher shots.
Here's Harden. Outside for Jordan. Shot clock at 2. A floater doesn't go for him. The Bucks go the other way with it. And now, here comes Antetokounmpo leading the break. Good on the shot.
When Antetokounmpo is driving, he's locked in on finishing no matter what the defense hits him with.
Harris outside. Nice ball movement by Brooklyn. Here's Irving. Nails the 16-footer.
Poor design there defensively. They know he's a knockdown shooter from that spot.
And you do not want to let him get going early because that can get you cooked.
Now here's Giannis. His second shot goes in, off to a good start, 2 for 2.
Just a lovely touch on that little flop from Antetokounmpo. You know, that's a nice little shot to have in your repertoire. This guy is the full and total package.
Here's Harden. No good on that one. The Bucks go the other way with it. Middleton the pass to Lopez. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Griffin with the steal. And now Irving pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
You know, for Irving, he's made an effort, a conscious effort to get to the line more, and for good reason. I mean, he's a really good foul shooter.
The Nets shooting their initial free throws of the game right here.
And as a group, they shot 75% from the line last season. And at the line, it's all about consistency with him. His routine, his stroke, it never wavers.
Pass to Antetokounmpo, and stolen by Kyrie Irving. Here's Jordan outside for Griffin. Passes it to Irving. If you're just tuning in, we played about 2.5 minutes here in the first. Lets it go from deep. Harris's shot is off. The Bucks have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. DiVincenzo against Harden. Here's Giannis. And the basket is good, and he's got a chance here for one more at the line.
Boy, for such a young player, the razor-sharp focus of Antetokounmpo, really impressive. I mean, a muscular guy who still makes baskets despite getting hit in the process. He's not wide, but he is muscular.
Here's what Brooklyn's going with right now. Green, he's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Joe Harris. And it's Brown in for Irving. Now here's Harden. Yep, that one goes in there.
Not many guys have a handle like James Harden. Exceptional at slicing up the defense.
Milwaukee leading by 3. Holiday surveying the floor. Here's the floater. And the layup is good.
Boy, that was a sweet-looking teardrop. There's very little defense for that.
Nets have gone 2 of 5 here, making 40% so far to start out the game. Harden the pass to Durant. Oh, he jams it right over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Wow!
Well, that's a move Durant's had up his sleeve for a while. I mean, you've got to try to take that away. He's just waiting for the right moment to break it out on you, though.
Now here is Holiday. He kicks to Tucker. To the paint. And that's good from Antetokounmpo on the assist from Tucker. Giannis has got 9.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
And the jam by Harden.
Guys, it's hard to shake Harden off his game. He's so strong and skilled. He keeps his balance right where he needs it.
Now here is Holiday. There's 39 seconds left here in the opening quarter. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Giannis. Blake Griffin pulls it in.
Good offense squaring up against better D there. You got to appreciate that stop.
And then Durant with the jam.
And you know, why settle for the layup when you're this close? Durant might as well just turn it over and punch it home.
Outside Holiday. The pass to Antetokounmpo. And they'll turn it over. Could not get off a shot. 24-second violation. And still a close game as the first quarter comes to a close. Bucks ahead, up by 1. And back with naturally a ball-dominant player. James Harden talked to us about others set.
Yeah, that's the goal. That's the goal, of course.
Giving their offense another dynamic.
And it also helps him preserve some energy for those big moments in the big games.
Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. And look what we've seen from Milwaukee. What do you think, guys?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
Yeah, you know what makes it really easy for the coaching staff in that case? No adjustments needed. Just keep on keeping on.
On the court for the Bucks, we've got Bobby Portis. Chris Middleton is out there with P.J. Tucker. And it's Forbes in at the point guard. High, arcing shot. They retain possession. Outside Irving. And that one drops for him. Irving's got the lead up to 3 now for Brooklyn.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
You know, the defense has been very slow to adapt. I mean, that's 10 straight points now inside.
Here's Forbes. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
You know, Forbes is slight of frame, guys, but deceptively strong. He can finish through contact if he has to.
Outside Irving. Kicks it to Durant. Back to Irving. Fires the 3. The shot misses. The Bucks go the other way with it. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Right side, Portis. Knocked loose. Now here's Brown. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. Throws down the alley-oop slam.
And how about the incredible timing on that alley-oop?
He absolutely hammered it down.
Well, I tell you what, that's the play we'll remember if they can put together a little surge to break this game open.
And Forbes kicks to Connaughton. Forbes, offensive rebound. And it's sent back by KD.
That extraordinary reach combined with good timing makes Durant a real threat as a shot blocker.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA, the lead is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
There's Portis. Makes it off the glass. A new generation of players, Greg, coming into the NBA alongside your son Cole. We've got a lot of players who I think are going to have a long-term impact on this game.
There's no doubt about it. Listen, I hope Cole can have the kind of impact that some of these guys are, but look at the Grizzlies. I think they got two terrific ones. Ja Morant has superstar written all over him. Brandon Clark probably surprised some people with his ability to have an impact. And if you look at this past draft, Obi Toppin is one to watch. This is a guy with great size and length who was a perimeter player until he had a growth spurt. So those are the types of players that I think when you combine athleticism and skill with the way the court is spaced, man, can have a tremendous impact in this game.
Closing in on 4 minutes played here in the second quarter. Here is Forbes. He's covered by Irving. Here's Portis. No good off the back of the rim.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yep, exactly. And if there's any opportunity for early offense, you've got to push it and push it every time.
And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That's his first foul. Some changes for Brooklyn. Luwawu Cabarrot comes in for Harris. And Landry Shamet subbed in for Kyrie Irving. The Bucks also with the sub. Teague's checked in, and it goes down 2 points. Portis has got 4 points in the quarter.
He's somebody that's really comfortable carrying the offensive load.
Brown against Teague. Here's Shamet. Offensive rebound. Left side Durant. Shot clock at 6. Portis brings the double team. The Nets working the ball around now. Here's Claxton. That one wide left. Bucks trail by 3. Here's Connaughton. And it's Durant with the rebound.
Well, I admire the fact he's trying to power through this rough stretch, but on occasion you'll have periods like this.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Yeah, but that's no excuse for that kind of foul. I mean, that might be an explanation for it, but certainly doesn't justify it. And even then, it's just not a good play.
And that'll do it for the first. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody, welcome. Well, we know he's a magician on the court. Kenny, has there ever been anyone better at handling the basketball than Kyrie Irving? And that's a wrap for our halftime.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Antetokounmpo really making a difference here.
The way he was able to finish on the block was incredible there in that first half.
Yeah, you know what? I think he's doing exactly what he has to do. Using his body, shaking off contact, and then finishing at the rim.
And now let's check out the lineups courtesy of Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go for the second half of basketball. And Brooklyn, looking who they've got. Griffin is out there with DeAndre Jordan. Then it's Harden. Then there's Irving. And it's Harris in at the 3, the small forward. Outside Holiday. And Antetokounmpo inside. Griffin on him.
And Giannis Antetokounmpo has some major hops. At almost 7 feet tall, he makes it look effortless.
This is his second trip to the line in this one. The Nets with the lead. Harden with it. 6 points for him. And Harden with the stuff.
Now, you can't sleep on this guy's finishing ability. He loves getting room to throw it down on you. And he'll put you in a poster if you let him.
Here in this third quarter, just over a minute play. Here's Holiday. Brooklyn with the rebound.
I still can't believe that one didn't fall.
It's good. Giannis has got 14 points.
You know, he attracts a lot of attention, and Lopez making the most of it there to set his teammate up with an open look.
Now Irving. He's got 8. Inside, here's Jordan. Good D by Lopez. Bucks have gone 2 of 3 from the field to start the second half. And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It is simply amazing to watch Antetokounmpo sprint the floor like an Olympic track star, covering up so much ground with those long strides the way he does.
The kick out to Irving. Harden against Holiday. Harden, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Pass to Holiday. Here's Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And it's easy to see by Antetokounmpo's performance tonight. He can flat out dominate games at times.
Harden dishes to Irving. Well, we're into the third quarter, just over 2.5 minutes played.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling.
And can put the other team on its heels. We'll see how it plays out.
Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. And then jammed down as it goes right over Blake Griffin.
How about the flash by Antetokounmpo? I mean, just an insanely talented athlete who loves to punish that rim.
Lobs it up for Jordan, and DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Oh, and he went for the two-hander on the slam, using some muscle.
Some urgency from him there, sure.
I get the feeling, guys, that he may be sensing that this is a critical time in this game.
Holiday, and it's another Milwaukee shot right there going in.
A really smart player. Holiday can find the spaces inside and exploit them for points.
Jordan, the pass to Irving. Count the bucket, and he's got a free throw coming up as well.
That's the kind of aggressive and assertive play they need as we get closer and closer to crunch time.
A big group substitution here for Brooklyn. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for Jordan. Kevin Durant comes in for Blake Griffin. Luwawu Cabarro, he's checked in for Harris. And it's Brown in for James Harden. Antetokounmpo finds Holiday. Back to Giannis. It's good. The assist that time from Holiday. Holiday's got 3 assists in the game. And so Brown will bring it up for Brooklyn. Pass to Claxton. Back to Brown. Durant just inside the line. And Nicholas Claxton gets the whistle that time. That'll be his second foul of the game. And the Nets making a change here. Shamit's checked in. The Bucks also changing it up. Bryn Forbes, he's checked in for Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Teague in for Drew Holiday. Lopez right side. 29 seconds left to play here in the third. Here's Giannis. And they have their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty. The Nets have made 3 free throws so far. Haven't missed any. First free throw is good.
Hard to imagine Durant not going down as one of the great scorers this league has ever seen. As a matter of fact, that's a given, folks. Dynamic, explosive, and he's consistent year in and year out. They should be in front right now, but he'll be relieved not to have come up totally empty there.
Here's Giannis. And 2 shots coming up at the line as he gets fouled on the shot. And the foul goes against Brooklyn.
And quite honestly, guys, Antetokounmpo, get that name right, folks. He's one of the most unique, talented players in the league. I mean, long arms, which really create a lot of problems for the defenders, whether he's passing or shooting.
Outside Durant. Over Giannis. And it's in. Oh, wow, he nails the buzzer beater.
One eye on the rim, one eye.
And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Brooklyn ahead, leading by a point. And we'll return shortly. And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
And they'd love to see every possession end this way. True team basketball.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the 4th quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. Setting the floor for the Bucks, they've got P.J. Tucker. He's out there with Bobby Portis, and it's Teague in at the 1. And what's your take, guys, on the hustle sticks for the Nets?
Boy, their hounding, harassing effort at the defensive end, very impressive. And they forced quite a few turnovers as a result.
And I also love what they've done defensively in terms of closing out to the shooters, getting a hand up, just making them feel a little uncomfortable on the offensive end.
And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. Stolen by Tucker. Fast break, Milwaukee. Forbes the pass to Portis. Over Durant. Rebound, Brooklyn. Durant's got his 5th rebound in this one. It's Brown with the drive. It's rebounded by Teague. Milwaukee in the lead. Forbes the pass to Tucker. And it's Durant with the rebound. KD's got 6 rebounds in the game. That's out of bounds. Brooklyn will retain possession.
Better to be lucky than good. That pass was just deflected and not stolen. Dodged a bullet there.
Passes to Claxton. Shots him. And the call on the shot that sends him to the line. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for the Bucks.
And they haven't been pushed around in the paint at all in this game. They have been the aggressors.
They've been firing on all cylinders in the transition game, too. I mean, they've really run the break well.
The Bucks shooting has been beyond great up until now. How about 57% from the field overall? Here is Forbes. And he finishes nicely on the layup. And the Bucks lead by 2.
And, you know, he's not a big guy, but Forbes has added some muscle to his frame, and it came into play there. Nice job overpowering the defense on that possession.
Cuts off the pass. And it's the Bucks on the break. Oh, Teague in position. Durant with it. Picked up by Portis. And there's the whistle. Called a clear path foul there. Yep. And he'll shoot 2 at the line. First one falls for him. And that's good as he hits both of his shots. And a new group out there on the floor for the Nets. And we're about 2 minutes into the 4th quarter now. Harden outside. Outside for Griffin. Left side, Jordan. Clock at 4. It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And here comes Holiday leading the fast break. Outside, Antetokounmpo. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
Boy, the added work in the weight room for Giannis coming into play there. I mean, you got to send an army to try to stop this guy.
Outside Jordan. A little over 2.5 minutes have passed here in the 4th quarter. In the corner, it's Harris. 5 on the clock. Kicks it out to Harden. Over Holiday. And Harden with the basket on the assist by Harris. Harden's got it all tied up now for Brooklyn.
This is not unfamiliar territory for Harden. He is used to being the go-to guy, especially when his team needs a big hoop.
And it's Antetokounmpo penetrated. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but and here we go. A coach's challenge has been initiated. We'll have to now review the personal foul in question.
When it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to. A challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Kevin Durant, he's checked in for the Nets. And we've got an update here, so let's catch up with David Aldridge.
Well, I was able to listen in on what the Nets head coach was going over with his team. This game is close, and he told his players, hey, guys, this is when it's fun, right? This is a close game, and this is when you get to show what you're made of. Right here, right now. Kevin, we'll see how they respond.
Here's Harden, and Harden with the stuff.
Ferociousness from Harden, looking like he wants to tear the rim off.
And so Holiday will bring it up for Milwaukee. Look at the clock, a little under 3.5 minutes gone here in the fourth. There's the lob at Antetokounmpo, hammers the alley-oop through.
You know, feeling very comfortable taking a big shot when his team needs it. That's a sign of how Antetokounmpo has matured recently.
There's the pass to KD. Back to Harden. Lopez with the block.
You can see Lopez tracking that shot the whole way. Nice awareness from him and a terrific rejection as well.
Antetokounmpo passes to Holiday. Dish now to Lopez. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Giannis. It's in!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
And here's Harden. Pass to Harris. Outside, Kevin Durant. Stolen by Middleton. Jordan against Lopez. And Middleton kicks to Holiday. It's Antetokounmpo on the wing. And the dunk by Giannis.
Late in the game, up big, they continue to attack.
I don't think you want to get loose and sloppy or ease up, but it is time for them to start using that clock a bit.
Good.
Well, Durant knows the team looks to him for this. These kinds of moments, the intensity of the moment never rattles him.
And the wide open shot from DiVincenzo. So a close game sees Milwaukee taking. All right, David, great job. Thanks so much. And that's going to do it tonight.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Let's look at our setting tonight. The pick. Short a rotation play. Nothing that they can't overcome, but it does shrink their margin for error just a bit.
Short a rotation player, nothing they can't overcome, but it does shrink your margin for error just a bit.
Let's take a look at our starters for Portland. Pairing up in the backcourt, Lillard and McCollum. Robert Covington out there with Nurkic, and it's Powell in at the 3 slot. And for the Bucks, Giannis is the 4 with Lopez the 5. Dante DiVincenzo, he's out there with Holiday, and it's Middleton in at the 3, the small forward. So the Portland Trailblazers able to put the first points up on the board. Holiday, the pass to Antetokounmpo. Shoots over Covington. Antetokounmpo, no good. And so it's Covington who brings up the ball for the Portland Trailblazers. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. From past the arc, Lillard misses. And it's the Bucks on the break. Holiday is running. Crafty move. And he lays it up and in.
Guys, that's just really unstoppable. He poses a ton of matchup problems for whomever he's facing.
Lillard dishes to Nurkic. Back to Lillard. And Lillard gets double teamed. Here's McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up.
That's how to make things look easy for a teammate. I mean, you make passes like that one from Lillard, crazy.
Pass to Antetokounmpo. Covington with the steal. And there's the foul to try to stop the break, and that'll be a clear path to the basket. 2 free throws coming up, and they'll retain possession. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
76% from the line a season ago.
Well, consistency is what comes to mind when I think of McCollum. I mean, especially offensively, where he scores in bunches.
The Trailblazers making a switch here. Jones is checked in. Here's Giannis, and Giannis throws it down.
Savvy play from Holiday. Quick thinking helps him get the ball to the wide open man.
Nobody near Lillard. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
And you don't want to give up that kind of look too often.
Here's Antetokounmpo. It's hauled in by the Trailblazers.
He doesn't get the finish, but the D's got to be quicker to rotate and stop him from getting to the rim.
Lillard from outside, and that one's good. His second basket of 4, shooting 50%.
Now, his three-point shooting is an important part of his game. Lillard has to hit that shot all night if he wants to keep the D honest.
Here's Antetokounmpo. Great D that time from Nurkic. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from beyond the arc so far in the game. And then Jones with the jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. Here's Antetokounmpo. Nurkic with the block.
Oh, this is the impact Nurkic makes on the defensive end. Effective at reaching out and stifling shooters.
And it's McCollum in the corner. Stolen by Middleton. DiVincenzo finds Lopez. Nurkic with the steal. Now the pass to Lillard. The 3 from McCollum. Good. Great play by Lillard to set it up. McCollum's got 7. Greg, who would you choose as the best defenders of the NBA pick and roll?
That is a tough one. This will surprise some people. Nikola Jokic is one of the better big men defending the pick and roll, in part because of his instincts. You know, he doesn't impress me in terms of his physical attributes, but his mind, the ability to anticipate, having a sense of how perimeter players play the game. He's a guy that's terrific. I'll give you an oldie but goodie in Andre Iguodala. He's still terrific. And I pick bigger guys because you've got to be able to switch that and guard smaller players. And you know, at the center and the swing position, those are 2 guys that still are very reliable.
Look, when someone's open, Lopez will find him, using his height to see over the defense.
Outside, Jones. Back to Lillard. Lets the 3 fly. Hits the 3-point bomb. 8 points for him.
Yeah, they're relying on their 3-point shooting and getting pretty good results.
Oh!
And how
about the initiative there from Antetokounmpo? Excellent at seeing lanes to the basket and then just taking advantage.
Now, here's Lillard. 8 points for him. McCollum from deep three-point land. No good with the triple. Bucks trail by 9. And Antetokounmpo slams it in.
And that move has become second nature for Giannis. Once he establishes position, game over.
Lillard surveying the D. Covington passes to McCollum. From downtown, they get it back. And up the court come the Bucks on the break. Holiday is running. And the dunk by Giannis.
And no doubt they'd love to see him get a lot more of those opportunities.
And that deficit will go away quickly if he does, Greg. Yes, that goes in.
Lillard plays with great pace. He's outstanding at knowing when to pull up off the dribble.
And so the ball goes out of bounds. Lopez touched it last.
I mean, come on, fellas. Keep your head in the game. I mean, that pass should have been basic.
And McCollum puts up a deep three. It's good from long range. McCollum's got 10 points in the game.
Excellent all-around performance so far, hence the big lead.
They've come out of the gate strong at both ends of the floor.
And so it's the Portland Trail Blazers with a 10-point lead, some breathing room heading into the break, and their three-point shooting.
When I'm training summer,
the team seems to support, Greg, that philosophy 100%.
The game has changed. Some guys would rather take a few steps back to get a cleaner look. Lillard being one of them.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And looking at what we've seen so far from the Trailblazers guys, what do you think?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
But just wearing them out. I mean, when you space the floor like this, the defense has to run and expend energy.
Middleton and Giannis are the forward tandem. Then there's Bobby Portis, and it's Forbes in at the 5. That's the group for Milwaukee right now.
Man, with that skill set at 6'11", Giannis might be the toughest guard in the league.
And both free throws good for Giannis. Trailblazers leading by 6. Simons, the pass to Powell. Pass to Simons. He feeds it to Cantor. And Cantor throws it down.
When you pair Cantor's strong frame with his scorer's mentality, you get a guy that loves to talk.
Antetokounmpo, no good. Portland's gotten fewer than half of their three-pointers to go down tonight. They're 4 for 9. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. Portland shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw shots of the night.
And when you look at their numbers from a season ago, 80% as a unit, that's something you'll be happy with.
Now, his free throw shooting is something they never need to worry about. He doesn't even know how to go through a cold streak.
Brook Lopez is checked in for the Bucks. Holiday comes in for Bryn Forbes. Damian Lillard, he's checked in for the Trailblazers.
Oh, reversed at home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Antetokounmpo. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And really, the ceiling for Antetokounmpo is limitless. I mean, he has the potential to be a Hall of Famer one day.
Derek Jones, he's checked in for the Trailblazers. And here's Lillard. He brings it up for Portland. A minute and a half gone here in the second quarter. No good on the triple. Stolen by Cantor. Jones kicks to Lillard. That one goes. Count it.
His individual effort has been outstanding tonight, and it's helped him grab the lead.
Bucks trail by 12. Middleton is doubled. Lopez dishes to Holiday. Connaughton passes to Giannis. And Giannis throws it down.
And guys, it doesn't matter who you're rooting for. You've got to appreciate a reverse jam like that.
Greg, those kinds of dunks are how reputations are built.
Yes.
Holiday against Lillard. Cantor kicks to Jones. And he comes up with the deuce.
I like to see the D with a little more energy out there. They kind of forgot about him.
Here's Giannis. He watches it go through the hoop for his 8th make. Now 8 for 14.
And we talk about Antetokounmpo's all-around skills, and tonight it's been about the scoring. He's put this offense on his back.
Shots good by Anthony.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Well, Melo made his way back into the league last season. He was immediately a heavy minutes player for the Blazers. Looked good as a third scoring option for the team.
Lillard outside. Milwaukee with the rebound. Giannis has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. And the lead is down inside single digits. Giannis has got 22 points.
And with Melo not having to bear so much of the scoring load, I think was good for him.
Yeah, especially since he took about a year off from playing. Melo had to take a long look in the mirror about how he can help teams win during his absence. But he clearly has something left to offer.
Lillard from outside gets the three-pointer to fall. Lillard's got 15 points.
Unwilling to let up even for a moment. That's his killer instinct, just fanning the flame.
Oh, yeah, and that's what you love about him. He shows no mercy, even with a comfortable lead.
An intentional foul committed, but for what purpose, Greg, I'm not sure.
A scene of confusion right there. I can't imagine why he thought it was a good idea to foul there.
Here's what Milwaukee's going with right now. P.J. Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo, and it's Dante DiVincenzo in for Chris Middleton. DiVincenzo can't hit it.
I mean, that can happen to anyone, but it's ugly every time it does.
Oh, man, you just want to go find some place to hide, man. It's almost impossible to miss that.
And McCollum on the floor, all business. Off the court, he's a very outspoken player, very colorful guy. And Greg, you were saying you see a future in media for him when he stops playing.
No doubt about it, Kevin. I mean, McCollum spoke up quickly about the seriousness of the virus when they were playing. He's very knowledgeable and shares what's on his mind. A media position after he's done playing is a very real possibility if he chooses to.
Simons, the pass to Covington. To the left wing. 6 on the shot clock. Puts it up. Kept alive.
Well, a big reason Nurkic impacts games is for that ability right there. Staying active on the glass at both ends, converting the second chances.
Connaughton kicks to Portis. Great D that time from Nurkic. The shot off that time. And so it's the Portland Trail. Thank you, David. We'll be back after halftime for the start of the second half momentarily.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to Damian Lillard has been having a big night. He ended up with 15 points and 2 of them. And that.
And with a big gap on the scoreboard, the second half begins with very different goals for these teams. One side trying to mount a comeback, one side trying to protect their lead. You look at Antetokounmpo, and this game has been everywhere.
Man, how about the amount he's contributing in the scoring column through 2 quarters? He has been terrific.
This game has his fingerprints all over it. Now looking to replicate what he did in the first half.
While we've got a moment, let's set the floor. Brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up for the second half. On the floor for Portland, the high-powered backcourt pair, Lillard and McCollum. Norman Powell is out there with Robert Covington, and it's Nurkic in at the center, locking down the middle. And that one's good by Giannis. Antetokounmpo's got 24. Greg, you were a physical, defensive-minded player. What are your thoughts on how closely the game is called now, as opposed to when you played?
It is, Kevin, and yeah, some people like the physicality of the era I played in, but, you know, I like the beauty of the game with the spacing and the freedom of movement, and I think that's one reason why you see so much switching. It's hard to fight through screens without fouling, and ball handlers have become experts at drawing contact, even if it's, you know, incidental, and I think that's just an area where the game has changed so much that ability to play in space is so vital.
And Antetokounmpo gets it to go.
Just think what the score would be if it weren't for him. I mean, he's been amazing, but a one-man show isn't going to get you a win in the league.
It's stolen by Antetokounmpo. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. McCollum's got it. The fast break chance. 2 points. That one goes. 23 points in the game. Bucks trail by 17. Antetokounmpo with the ball. Now defended by McCollum.
He just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. And we're just about 2 minutes into the second half now. Lillard outside. It's McCollum on the wing, defended by DiVincenzo. Shot clock at 3. Three-pointer, Lillard drills the three-pointer. Lillard's got 11 points in the quarter.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
Yeah, not sure what that was about. I mean, talk about a brain cramp.
PJ Tucker, he's checked in for Antetokounmpo. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Cantor, he's checked in for Nurkic. And Carmelo Anthony has subbed in for Robert Covington.
He's putting the hammer down. Dominant quarter for him, trying to push out that lead.
Here's Holiday. Damian Lillard pulls it in. And so they choose to intentionally foul. And some changes here for the Bucks. Portis, he's checked in for Lopez. Pat Connaughton comes in for Chris Middleton. And it's Bryn Forbes in for Drew Holiday. Portland also making some changes. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Powell. Little comes in for C.J. McCollum. And it's Simons in for Lillard. Anthony, the pass to Simons. Offensive rebound. And staying with the play, Anthony.
And those second chance points really become almost like bonus points when you can get them.
Back to DiVincenzo. And a missed layup.
Nothing less than that kind of defense will cut it against them. That's just great work inside.
Simons surveying the D. Little misses the three.
Well, their goal on D is to not give him any clean looks from long.
Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, you can tell they love to get out and run when the opportunity is there.
Here's Little. Kicks it out to Jones. Here's Simons. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. The Trailblazers shooting their 7th attempt at the foul line in this one. And so he hits the technical free throw. Deep 2 from Anthony. It's rebounded by Portis.
The setup's good. That's the shot they're looking for, but you can't get them all to go.
And it's Connaughton missing. Trailblazers leading by 21. There's 47 seconds left in the third quarter.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
Nice ball movement by Milwaukee. Count that one. Tucker's got his first bucket in this one.
I mean, look, it's evident that Tucker likes trying his luck inside. He has the size, weight, toughness, and touch to be effective.
Out to the wing. Little passes to Simons. From deep. Rebound, Milwaukee.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Yeah, no need to give the ball back here. You want to close this quarter with momentum.
Portis can't get it to go. Here's Anthony. And no good on the last second attempt this time. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for Portland. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Yeah, an easy choice tonight. Look at the precision on this pass. Put it on a platter for him.
Yeah, he put it on a platter, and it was served cold. Now, I love the poise, the decisiveness. This is how you run an offense.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Portis is out there with P.J. Tucker. Then there's Dante DiVincenzo. And it's Connaughton in at the small forward. That's the group for Milwaukee right now. Just 4 to shoot. Powell, that's good.
He's just stretching him out. The defense has got to do a better job of staying attached to him.
Yeah, I mean, that's not a guy you can leave alone. Not if you have any hope of closing the gap.
Tucker the pass to Forbes. Covington with the steal. Takes the 3. Cantor bounce pass. And out of bounds as the Bucks gain possession.
A flat-out loss of concentration. That kind of turnover will drive a coach crazy.
Big group substitution here for Milwaukee. Brook Lopez is checked in for Portis. Giannis comes in for P.J. Tucker. Chris Middleton's checked in for Pat Connaughton. And it's Drew Holiday in for Bryn Forbes. The Trailblazers also changing it up. Yusuf Nurkic, he's checked in for Enes Kanter. McCollum comes in for Anthony. And Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Pass to DiVincenzo. Puts it up from 12. That shot is off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
They grab their own miss. Covington dishes to Nurkic. And here's McCollum for 3. Again, the miss by the Trailblazers.
He'll breathe a big sigh of relief if they hang on to win this game. He's not done much to contribute tonight.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Outside Covington. Lillard outside. Off target with his 3.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
And the slam dunk by Antetokounmpo.
It's just hard to match up with Antetokounmpo's speed, especially in the open floor.
Powell kicks to Lillard. And it's McCollum in the corner. Back to Lillard. Fires it up. Rebound, Milwaukee. Now the Bucks moving it up. Antetokounmpo running. And Giannis throws it down.
And I love the fact that he didn't try to take on the defense by himself. Great pass on the move.
Lillard against Holiday. Lillard, right side. Dishes to Nurkic. The feed to Covington. He kicks to Powell. Lillard attacking. And it's good for 2. And that's now 30 points for Lillard.
It's tough. When I think of Dame, that's the first word that comes up. Showing why on that hoop right there.
Down it goes. Nice one there from Antetokounmpo.
And all of a sudden, things finally coming together for them. The deficit's still large, but now not insurmountable.
And the longer the run goes on, the more momentum will swing their way.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter. That shot off. Here's Lillard. Takes the 12-footer and hits. Lillard's got 17 points here in the second half.
Relentless in their approach, even with the game firmly in hand.
This is no let-up. You know, this is the kind of hard-nosed competitiveness that wins games.
Powell, the pass to Lillard. Lets it go with the 3. Good on the triple. Lillard's got 7 now in this quarter.
And guys, what we saw here tonight is one side having everything going for them. Huge margin of victory for the Trailblazers.
The bench gave him a big lift in this game.
Hey, listen, Kevin, anytime your reserves can perform at a level that high, it puts you in an excellent position to win the game.
And we watched one guy all night long, guys, and looking at the stats just confirms what a dominant game he had. What a night tonight it was for Damian Lillard.
Well, he had a hand in just about everything they did tonight. I mean, he just didn't take a single possession off on either end. He was a complete package. The defense with no impact at all. Just didn't have the feel for his jump shot.
Trying to get open is Lopez. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It's going to be on Yusuf Nurkic.
And we heard Shaquille O'Neal bestow his Superman nickname on Giannis Antetokounmpo, and rightfully so. The Greek Freak, the most dominant paint scorer since Shaq himself.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. Passes it to Hollis Jefferson. Here's Simons. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. And the first one at the line is good. Milwaukee making a switch here. Antetokounmpo's checked in. That one falls, so he hits both of them. 35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. The Bucks working the ball around. Here's Simons. From deep three-point range. No good. Antetokounmpo inside. Hollis Jefferson's there. A nice shot there by Antetokounmpo.
Oh, looking to connect with the open man, Portis. He's got the right mentality out there.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
And you can see where they're coming from by fouling to stop the clock, but really they're just kidding themselves.
And he knocks down the first one.
2 shots.
Both shots good from the stripe. And the Bucks with possession here. They trail by 16. Portis kicks to Antetokounmpo. And so Portland takes this one, but by a big margin. All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
Hi, everyone. Time to get into it. And a look at the status here of both teams, injured players, and who will not be in the lineup.
And some uncertainty arises when both teams are missing players. Who is better able to weather the storm and take care of business?
So the Nets starting five. DeAndre Jordan is out there with Griffin. Then there's Harris. Then it's Harden. And it's Irving in at the 2 guard. And for Portland, we've got Robert Covington. Norman Powell is out there with Damian Lillard. Then there's Yusuf Nurkic, and it's Jones in at the 3 spot. And so it's the Nets getting on the board first. Lillard with no one around. Offline with his 3.
Boy, a wide open shot from his favorite spot. That is one he'd like to have back.
Harden surveying the D. Terrific, talented backcourts tonight. Greg, did it ever add anything for you playing across another top-level guard?
Listen, it raises the stakes, no doubt about it.
Oh, that was something else.
He is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Harden the pass to Irving. Dishes it to Jordan.
Oh, that's unbelievable. Wow, looks like 2017 when DeAndre came home with the dunk contest trophy. Makes it look easy there.
And a deep three from Lillard. It's hauled in by Harris. The Nets on offense. Outside Irving. Kicks it out to Harden. And a miss there on the triple. Portland's gone 0 of 2 from deep here. Down low, here's Lillard over Harden. And he overshot that one, missing.
And being that close to the hoop, I thought he had enough room to finish that one.
Harris outside. The three. They get the rebound.
It is not easy trying to keep DeAndre Jordan off the boards. His combination of length and determination so impressive.
Nurkic finds Lillard. Again, the miss by Lillard.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
Harden against Covington. Harden right side. Shot clock at 5. Tries again. Griffin trying to get open. And Jordan with the nice inside bucket. Jordan's got 8 points.
Off to a fantastic start. He's 4 for 5. Watch out.
About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. And Lillard gets it to go.
And he can score from all over the court. But Lillard at his best from mid-range. He deserves extra special attention from the defense in that in-between area. But sometimes, even then, that's not enough.
Here's Irving. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. Robert Covington picks one up. This is his first free throw of the game.
The thing that maybe puts me in awe more than any other skill is the way Kyrie Irving can change gears. This guy has a variety of ways to attack and keep defenses off balance.
So Portland ends up going with the new group. And a new group in for the Nets. Nicholas Claxton's checked in for DeAndre Jordan. Green comes in for Blake Griffin. Durant's checked in for Harris. And it's Bruce Brown in for James Harden. Irving against McCollum. Outside Irving. Pass to Claxton. That's tipped.
Encouraging to see Cantor trying harder on the defensive end. There's height. There's ability to block shots. Go to work, Ennis.
And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile one block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
McCollum deciding where to go with it. Can't tie it up as that one's no good. And so Green will bring it up for the Nets. 3-point lead. Brown, good.
Well, Kyrie Irving has such a good sense of when his teammates are going to create an opportunity, and he puts the pass on time and on target.
The three from McCollum. The rebound by KD. Brooklyn leading by 5. Pass to Claxton. And it is flushed down with a nice jam.
Well, deliver the pass where your teammate can do something with it. Nice.
Simons, the pass to Cantor. Kicks it out to McCollum. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jeff Green. That's his first foul. 29 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Simons. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. The Trailblazers shooting their first free throw. First trip to the line in this one. Griffin's checked in for Jeff Green. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time. 23 seconds left to play in the first quarter. Now here's Irving. To the inside. Outside for Griffin. Back to KD. Over Anthony. And it's Durant, that time on the assist by Griffin.
Well, listen, you do the best you can to make Kevin Durant take tough shots, but this guy, lightning quick release, unbelievable shooter, so hard to guard him.
And that concludes. Damian Lillard told us before the game, when asked how he's
Humble beginnings. I'm from a tough place.
Well, some of the best stories in our league are about guys who struggled to get to where they are today.
And I really hope the young guys out there are listening to this. You don't have to be a 5-star prospect to achieve your dreams.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And taking a look at the Nets' performance here, guys, what jumps out to you, stats-wise?
Impressive start. They came in with a well-conceived game plan and have executed.
What terrific work at the offensive end. They have built some early momentum here.
On the court right now, second quarter starting for the Nets. We've got Durant. Kyrie Irving is out there with Brown. Then there's Griffin. And it's Claxton in a power forward.
Yeah, the chemistry has been terrific. Really impressed with their offensive execution. And when he first came into the league, Blake Griffin's dunking made headlines. And while I'm sure he enjoyed that, he was also eager to show that there was more to his game.
Anthony. Rebound, Brooklyn.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
Powell with the steal. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. Kendrick controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Elite offensive rebounder from the moment he stepped between the lines. And his canter, that is a strength of his game.
Irving finds Brown. Outside, KD. Jacks up a three. Here's Claxton. The basket good off the assist from Durant. Claxton's got the lead up to 7 now for the Nets. And you know, Greg, in the past, Griffin felt at times criticized as being a one-dimensional player.
I tell you, Kevin, I think he's answered those critics. You look at his passing and his development as a shooter, one of the more complete offensive players in the league.
Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
It's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Lillard from deep three-point land knocks down the three ball. Lillard's got 5 now.
And we've seen Lillard hit that shot before. He has no fear when it comes to the deep three.
Brown against McCollum. Brown feeling it out a bit. Shot clock at 6. On the wing, Green. Here's Claxton. And it's rebounded by Covington. Trailblazers trail by 4. Jones the pass to Lillard. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
There is an imagination, a creativity. This guy's passing drives the offense.
1:57 left in the first half. Shamet with it. Lillard picks him up. Claxton the pass to Shamet. The Nets working the ball around now. And it's good. 2 points. Claxton's got 4 this quarter.
And really keeping the ball hopping around here offensively.
McCollum outside. Back to Lillard. Three-pointer. It's good for his 4th bucket of the night. He's shooting 4 of 8.
Well, after hitting 0 from distance in the first, that's his 2nd make this quarter.
Covington against Brown. Passes it to Claxton. Covington with the steal. And it's the Trailblazers on the break. Lillard with the ball. Got a piece of it. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. Beyond the arc. They get it again. A putback. And Covington stays with it. And the Trailblazers lead by 1.
Robert Covington is as competitive as it gets, and he gets to the window there.
Here's KD. Banked in off the glass. Durant's got 6.
And, guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
Three-pointer, Lillard. He can't get that one, so Brooklyn will take it the other way. Durant with it, now defended by McCollum. Durant, no good.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him. Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. 2-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Durant feeling it out a bit. On deep. Kevin Durant can't get that one to fall. A 3 from McCollum. No good that time. And so it's Damian Lillard making... Thank you, David. And we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets under...
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, welcome back to 2K. Some struggles for Portland in the first quarter. A big part of the problem was their defense. And
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. You have to like what we've seen so far from Damian Lillard.
And you know he's going to put up points every time out, but boy, he made it look so easy in that first half.
And let's see if he continues that trend the rest of the way. He certainly has the talent and the endurance to do just that.
Robert Covington out there with Nurkic. Then there's Norman Powell. Then it's Jones. And it's Lillard in at the point guard. So that's who Terry Stotts starts the second half with.
And no stopping Lillard. Excellent at staying in control no matter what the D throws at him.
The Trailblazers have been solid at the line so far. 4 for 4. Nets trail by 4. Here's Irving. To the middle. And DeAndre Jordan throws it down.
Well, that's about as high percentage as it gets for DJ. Go to work, big man.
Jordan's gone 5 of 6 in field goal attempts tonight. Lillard against Irving. Powell, the pass to Nurkic. Lillard outside. Puts up a 3. Gets that one through the hole, make him now 7 of 13 in this game.
And when Lillard's hitting the tray ball, it really opens things up for him. As good a passer as he is, he becomes a major headache for the D if he gets hot from beyond.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to Kobe going to the Lakers. McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit. And I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
This is not the guy you want in your zip code when the ball is going up. DeAndre Jordan twice on the pipes.
Griffin's shot is good.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Here's Lillard. 18 points for him. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And they haven't been able to turn it into a big lead, but their rebounding advantage is starting to add up.
Kicks it out to Harden. Shoots the 3. Portland grabs the miss. Now Powell. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Well, just incredible anticipation and hops by Robert Covington.
Harden against Lillard. And Harden with the stuff.
Ooh, he put a little extra on that one.
He does. He doesn't usually finish soft either. Obviously, he can when necessary, but not that time.
Well, Norman Powell, these last several seasons, has turned himself into a knockdown shooter. And obviously, last season, much more involved on the offensive end. And that, to me, was his best performance to date.
Irving looking for an opening. Jordan Nice move. And that one is off. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way. To the paint. And Jones slams it in.
Oh, and the lead gets bigger on a ridiculous offensive sequence.
That dunk alone would have been spectacular. Never mind it coming at the end of an alley-oop. Harden against Lillard. And the dunk by Jordan.
And arguably no one in the NBA draws more attention than Harden. Part of why he creates so many opportunities for others. And with Powell, they rely on his shooting to open things up for everyone else.
Yeah, and for Norman Powell, he knows what he's about and welcomes that role. This is a guy who understands how to relocate in the midst of plays to create separation from defenders. He's always ready in catch-and-shoot situations. Boy, he'll usually knock it down if he's left that wide open. Just comes up empty.
Three-pointer, Lillard. The offensive rebound. No good. Shot missing. And so it's Irving with it, bringing it up for Brooklyn. Lobs it up for Jordan, and the dunk by Jordan.
Well, we've seen this one or two times, have we not? DeAndre Jordan, finishing end of the alley-oop. Nice.
Lillard with it. 21 points in the game. Great look, but off the mark.
And when you are as good a shooter as he is, you have to have the confidence to take that shot. It might not always fall.
And for most guys, I think you only want to take that shot if you've hit a few in a row. That is absolutely a heat check.
Covington finds Powell. Lillard up top, guarded by Harden. Griffin with the steal. Shot and game clock separated by 5. Always going up for the alley-oop here.
And no need to rush this. Let the clock run down.
Well, it's trying to close the quarter strong, and by that, take a great shot without giving them an opportunity for another one down the other end.
And just a massive player. Nurkic's combination of size and strength helps him on that offensive glass.
Harden outside. 1 second left. And the jam by Harden.
Oh, going high to throw that one down.
Sky high. Fantastic one-hand jam. And so it's Damian Lillard making things happen for the Portland Trail Blazers. It's been an 3/10 quarters behind us. One more to go. Thanks for being with us as we begin the fourth. So it's Brooklyn now. On the court for the Nets, getting the fourth quarter going. They've got Landry Shamet. Durant is out there with Green. Then there's Brown. And it's Claxton in at the center position.
Well, you want to try to stay between Kevin Durant and the basket because he will throw it down if he gets near the cup.
Anthony drives in. Oh, and the jam by Anthony.
Go into the rack with energy. And the D afraid to cut him off.
Yeah, got to chalk that one up to some shaky defending.
Yeah, and give him credit for taking advantage. In a close game, those are the types of plays that can swing things in your direction.
Snatched away. And here we go. Trailblazers with a fast break. The feed to Cantor. And it's sent back by KD.
But Kevin Durant uses his length so well. And how about the timing to send that rejection back?
And for Portland, they're shooting reasonably well, 45%. Goes up. And the jam by Kevin Durant.
And you might not have expected him to go for the steal there, but boy, oh boy, did that ever work out.
Brown against McCollum. Portland again missing.
And that's how you have to defend him out there on the three-point line. Played him perfectly.
He gets it in there. Now it's a 4-point Brooklyn lead.
And we're seeing some great ball movement out of this group, guys.
McCollum outside. It's a hand on it. It's hauled in by Claxton. Brooklyn leading by 4. All sorts of time. They get it back. And Durant is right there.
Well, they're winning largely because of this guy's play. He has been sensational.
Now here's McCollum. Feeds it to Cantor. And the layup is good after a nice lead pass.
Very good presence of mind by Cantor right there. Good at taking contact and finishing through it.
Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. Katie against Anthony. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
Catching up on the changes for Portland. Norkic checked in for Enes Kanter. Robert Covington comes in for Harry Johns. Derek Jones, he's checked in for Carmelo Anthony. And Damian Lillard subbed in for Anthony Simons. Durant with it. Jones covering.
Boy,
and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. With double checking, and the game continues on.
And keeping us updated from the sideline, let's swing it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks, guys. I got a chance to hear Terry Stotts talk to his team during that timeout. I told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
DJ with the fearless opportunity, boy. What a shot.
Here's Lillard. Can't connect from long distance. Outside Durant. Launches a three. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Jordan touched it last.
Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
A bit under 3.5 minutes have passed here in the fourth. Lillard against Harden. That is good. And the Nets lead is cut down to just 2 points in the bucket from Damian Lillard.
That's one of those clutch shots he's known for. When the pressure is high, he seems to be the most locked in.
Outside Irving. 1:14 left in the fourth quarter. Back to Harden. Just 5 on the clock. To the middle. And Irving with the basket on the assist by Harden. And the Nets lead by 4.
Man, that is a good one. Kyrie really just comes alive when the game gets tight.
Here's Lillard. And the rejection by Harden. Nurkic kicks to Lillard. From deep three-point range, it drops. And that shot brings them to within just 1.
Oh, you just love seeing a player with absolutely no fear.
To me, more often than not, when you attack, good things happen.
Inside, Nurkic with the steal. Lillard attacking. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. One-on-one here. And so they foul intentionally. And Portland making a change here. Jones is checked in. Joe Harris is checked in for the Nets. Harden against Lillard. Money!
And they've got a foul to give here if they need it.
Blazers on offense.
A three and nothing but a three will do here.
You've got to keep your composure and execute to get a quality look from 3.
This is what he's known for. When it's an important possession, Lillard knows how to come through.
On the wing, Irving. And they go to the intentional foul.
That's right. No other option but to foul and hope for some misses.
First free throw is good, and that will put them up by 2. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 3-point game.
Boy, it doesn't get much bigger than that. A perfect trip to the line to give them the critical 3-point cushion. What poise.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're behind by 3. Just 4 seconds left in the game. What's your take, guys?
And with this much time, they should be able to draw up a play and get themselves a decent look from the three-point line. Still, the D is going to be waiting for it in a contested 3. Never an easy shot.
David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it.